Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. Today I want to talk about the blind leading the blind. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I certainly have, especially in almost all aspects of my life. In corporate America, blind leading the blind. What the heck does blind leading the blind mean? It means somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing and isn't really informed, trying to inform other people. This actually dates back to the King James Version of the Bible, Matthew 15:14, I believe, where it says something to the effect, and the blind leading the blind, both will fall into the ditch, or something to that effect. It means that you're going to get in trouble if you're following people that don't really know what they're doing. If somebody's trying to instruct you on how to do something and they've really never done it before, think of all the coaches in the world. There's a lot of people teaching people and coaching people and directing folks on how to do things that they've never actually done before. Now, in some situations that works, but in other situations it doesn't work so well. I mean, just because somebody is coaching someone to be an Olympic athlete doesn't mean they've had to have won an Olympic medal. But if you're coaching someone to do a certain skill or perform a certain task or to understand a certain technological thing, it really helps if you understand and have done that thing yourself before. I always laugh at business coaches who have never actually had a business. It's like expecting our college professors who've never had a business or never been out in the real world to explain and teach us how to do something in the real world. It's different in theory than it is in practice, right? So have you ever been accused of being the blind leading the blind? I know I have. I've sat and tried to put together toys and things on Christmas Eve that I have no idea how to do. Thank goodness for the instruction manuals. Although nowadays the instruction manuals are being just pictures, and sometimes what they think is intuitive absolutely positively isn't intuitive for me. So sometimes I am the blind leading the blind. I remember back in corporate America, we would, every couple of years, we would install new computer systems and new computer programs to run different aspects of the business. It might be an accounting program, it might be an HR program, it might be a manufacturing program, it might be new equipment or new automation or robotics and things. And inevitably, when we had the experts come in and show us how and help us do something, it went smoothly. When we tried to do it in-house and do it ourselves, we were often accused of the blind leading the blind, and those projects, those installations always took like 2 or 3 times longer than they were supposed to because of all the problems and the challenges we would run into because we didn't have the expertise. We were the blind leading the blind. So my advice when you're building your business and growing your business, instead of asking, how can I do this, or how can I get this done, or how can we get this done in-house, ask who knows how to do this? Who is the expert in this? Who can shortcut our process and help us skyrocket to the result that we want versus us struggling to try to figure it out ourselves. All too often in our businesses, we work in our businesses instead of on our businesses. Instead of asking who, we try to do all the how. We try to learn how and figure out how to do it all ourselves. And that is possible, but is it really in the best interest of ourselves, our stress level, and our organization? Or is it better to say, well, who can help us do this? Who can help us get this done faster? Who's the expert? And if we consider the overall cost of the project and the time involved as well, we often find that hiring or finding an expert to do it or bringing someone in-house that is an expert is a much better strategy and a much better, faster way to grow our business. Just a little something to think about today. Don't always feel like you have to do everything yourself. Ask for help. Ask who, not how. And don't be the blind leading the blind. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.